Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à l'avenir de bien-être. Je m'appelle Thomas et je suis ici avec un de mes cofondateurs, Alexandre. With well-being budget rising, but well-being decreasing, we believe that personalized mental health care is the way to move forward. Now, for those who still are not convinced that there is a fundamental issue in our society, take a look at the following metrics. So, first of all, for a company employing 100 people, 150,000 euros is lost every single year due to reduced well-being. And not only that, but study shows as well that 40% of your employees are currently 2.5 times more likely to be seeking a new job. Now, that shows us that the war on talent is not only about finding new talent, but maybe even more so about retaining it. Now, as an IT consultant myself working for Delaware, I found out that there was a lot of different software measuring some part of well-being or maybe even curing little things, but none of them gave me enough insights to effectively identify and change habits where needed. And that's where Mindthriven comes into place. So Mindthriven is an easy-to-use software living in teams just one click away. Starting from collecting information, to then analyzing this data, to at the end, providing you with the tools you need to face this challenge. Now, the process is easy. An employee, let's call her Sarah, is working in teams to finish up a report. Now, at a convenient time for her, our application sends out a notification asking her for feedback. And not only user input is gathered, but even valuable Office 365 information. And Sarah does not have to worry about her data, because our application is fully GDPR compliant by design. Using our disconnected data model, her personal information is not stored on our end, and her sensitive answers are not stored on company sides. And of course, we don't only collect the data, but we also analyze it using predictive data models that we created together with our research partners. Now, based on the outcome of these models, a fully personalized well-being journey will be mapped out for Sarah. At the right time, our application provides Sarah with well-being content, journaling exercises, or even AI-guided exercises, and much more. But of course, in these days, we know that a healthy environment is not only necessary physically, but maybe even more so digitally. And that's why we use our Office 365 integration to enable Sarah to take her well-being seriously and help her out in Outlook and in Teams. Now, of course, combining the data that we gathered in the collect stage, our application is generating a fully 360 insights report for Sarah to identify habits that might need changing. And not only for Sarah, but also for team leads and HR departments, a fully anonymized, aggregated report is generated so they can provide better well-being policies. Now, let's take a step back for a second and let's conclude what we said here. So first of all, we collect Sarah's information. We then analyze it using our predictive data models, and at the end we provide Sarah, team leads, and HR with the right assistance where they need it and when they need it most. Now, we hear you thinking, Thomas, are you already able to do so? The answer is yes. We have a fully functioning prototype right now that is ready for testing. Now, when we take a look at our competitor analysis, we can spot two sides of the spectrum. First of all, we can see companies really investing in measuring well-being, and on the other hand, we see them investing in the cure part of well-being. But why not both? We strongly believe that there is no or in well-being and only an and, and we are ready to be that player in the market.
Thank you, Thomas. Well, a good idea is nothing without a good team who can really make it work. So on the right side, we have Hannes, who has studied SME management and is currently working as a recruiter. Next to Hannes, we have Thomas Pleesters, who is our CTO and our tech geek, who has a background in custom development and even worked for the Jamaican government. Thirdly, we have myself. I'm a young tech entrepreneur with a small but proven entrepreneurial track record. Then lastly, we have Thomas, my colleague, who is working as a consultant from the Microsoft 365 package at Delaware and knows the ins and outs of the platform. Then we have our advisory board. Firstly, we have David, who is the co-founder and managing partner of the ProUnity company, who happens to be the fastest growing HR tech company in Belgium. Secondly, we have Anne de Bisschop, who is the former corporate identity director of the Media Laan and DPG Media, who is now working as a well-being consultant and a keynote speaker. Thirdly, we have Joost, who is a big name in the Belgian healthcare industry and is managing hospitals at the moment. Then the vision of our company is improving everybody's well-being. Now, we have to start somewhere. So given the nature of our product, we choose to address the employees who have the availability to the Office 365 package. So this would be an approximate number somewhere around 1 million. Now, we strongly believe that with our product, we can serve half of them and obtain 10% as real customers. Now, before we dig into the real numbers, let's show you how we monetize this product. So we will use a user-based pricing model, decreasing depending on the amount of employees of a company has. We also have a freemium for 1 month, but this is more for the Microsoft Marketplace later on in our slides. Then we already are identifying upsell methods and upsell opportunities such as hybrid workshops, strategy consulting, and even expert escalation for the severe cases. Now, when we talk about strategy, the numbers are the best way to start. And notice that the first 3 years, we are investing extensively in creating a sufficient customer base so we can really outcompete our competitors. In the year 2023, we will focus on the Belgian market to create the best product market fit as possible. And in 2024, we will already expand here in France, where we will create as much as possible reference cases for the company. In 2025, we have our tipping point. Here we will become profitable because we believe that we will create a strong customer base, and we will start reinvesting our profits into marketing and advertisement to really have a virus-like approach in the market. Then in 2025 and 2026, we will approach the European and global market, and we've foreseen in our financial plan to have 2 investment rounds. This hopefully being the first one, and in April 2024, the second one, somewhere around 1 million euros to create a strong sales machine. Then, when there is growth, there has to be a growth strategy. So we've identified 4 different sales techniques that we will use. Direct sales being the most obvious one. The Microsoft Marketplace being easy, reachable for employers and employees at their time, at their place. Then partnerships with recruitment agencies who can add it to their current offer, and Microsoft co-selling. Microsoft co-selling so they can present our solution to their existing customer base. Lastly, we have the key milestones, but we almost went through all of them in the project and profit and loss slide. So I want to point out that right now we are in the early adapter phase that we will roll out starting in January and ending in July of 2023.
Yes. So we are here to look for 350,000 euros in exchange for 25% equity in our company. We will invest approximately 250,000 in research and development, building out our sales machine and acquiring new partnerships. Secondly, we will invest around 100,000 euros purely in developing our solution even further. And of course, lastly, we would of course benefit from the existing customer base of Delaware to accelerate our customer footprint. Now, who is ready to completely disrupt the well-being space and put the Thrive in Mindthriven together with us? Thank you for your attention, and we would love to answer your questions.